This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Anthem Endgame footage begins now. What's going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo. Big thanks to EA Game Changers for flying me out to San Francisco so I could check out all this awesome Anthem action and share it with you. Today, we're taking a look at level 30 max level Javelin, all 4 classes, what their loadouts would be like. You can see the power levels are insane. We're at 406 with this Ranger here. He's locked and loaded with frost grenades, Inferno grenades, and feel free at any point to pause the video and take a deeper look and read through exactly what these high level attachments and upgrades do. A lot of them have little special notes and will be a lot better than what you've seen in any of the footage thus far and what you've played maybe in the VIP demo, because all of this stuff is high power level that contributes to a max level Javelin. I'm going to go through all the classes, including their weaponry, so you can get an idea of what your character will be like once you reach the current max level. Now, I have to say I was pretty impressed with how much pure power and destruction these level 30 Javelin can cause. Later on, we'll be looking at some missions from the endgame, and the enemies pour out. They are stronger, they are more plentiful, and yet you can still just absolutely obliterate. I will say that for the Storm, who was the class in the Javelin that I focused most on, I didn't feel as much of a power rush or an increase as I would have liked. Now, granted, I only got to play a couple of endgame missions, and I only got to see a completed Javelin, so it wasn't like I got to take mine from level 1 to level 30, but I wish there would have been a little bit more difference in terms of the abilities. Now, I don't know the full slew of abilities or how rare of abilities we had or what kind of augments and components we got, but we did have a lot, as you can see, epics and masterworks. Masterwork are the level that give you the best stuff from what we have here. Apparently, there are legendary even above Masterwork, but nobody got a legendary drop, I don't think, at the event I was at. Maybe there was one person, I didn't hear about it, but they were like, dude, we're going to take a picture if someone gets a legendary because nobody has really got one in the wild. Now, I'm sure there will be people getting legendaries in the wild when you're allowed to play the full game for a long period of time, but those are the ones that I'm super curious to see what they are like. But these Masterworks are pretty sweet, and playing with 4 players on hard, we were getting Masterworks to pop pretty frequently, adding to your arsenal and getting a lot of cool upgrades. The Masterwork ones seem to have the most little anecdotes, the asterisks that give you extra advantages, like, hey, after using this ability, this power, you'll then get extra melee damage for 20 seconds, or you'll get extra speed, or the explosion will cause yada yada. We're here looking at the Colossus, who is a pretty cool character. Now, none of their look and aesthetic is really utilizing level 30 armor and appearance right now, so keep that in mind. These are pretty basic in terms of their pure cosmetic look. I just have all of the special abilities and special components put on that we're rolling through here, and you can see pretty much everything is epic and masterwork, with a few rare exceptions, quite literally. Alright, so big boy Colossus here using an autocannon, grenade launcher, got some big damages, and then you can see all the little perks and bonuses that we're getting. I am very curious to see and hear what everyone thinks of max level Anthem gameplay. If you guys have any questions about the endgame or about Anthem in general, definitely let me know in the comments down below or over on Twitter, twitter.com/GhostRobo. I definitely want to put together a video answering a bunch of what you guys are curious about, or things that you want to know, or maybe just experiential, impression-based things that I can share with you. Here is my boy, the Storm, and as you can see, Ice Storm and Flame Burst are the blast seals. Now, these are basically the same blast seals that I had early in the game. I do hope that there are more things like these Masterwork seals here on the focus side that do give you a little bit of a difference. Now, I don't expect them to go and all of a sudden give us some magical like grass elemental ability or wind elemental ability, but I do hope that even within the fields of fire, lightning, and ice that we get some variety. And it seems like once you get the named Masterwork seals, and that would apply across then to other classes and their abilities, that's where you'll be seeing some of the more notable differences, and that's where I want to mess with. And then what the heck happens when you actually get something above Masterwork. But it was a lot of fun to actually be out in the missions and grabbing things that were significant game changers. So, of course, early on when you are getting common and uncommon drops, like, yes, those are fun because, hey, it's like a new thing, but once you get towards the mid levels, sort of like the VIP demo range of like 10 and 15, a lot of that stuff you have seen, it's just more powerful versions. So then at these upper levels, getting more unique drops and things that are like, dude, as soon as I get a Masterwork, I gotta check out what it is. That was really fun. And Masterworks are cool because when you grab them and you get back to Fort Tarsis, they unlock in a very cool way with fanfare and fun. There's a little bit of jazz in their reveal. It kind of like scrolls through or cycles through, spins through, and then boom, reveals what you've got rather than just a completion screen. So I like that a lot. We got Spark Dash, searching glaive on our Interceptor here. Interceptor, a very fun class, especially at the max level there with that big power. You'll also notice with these Epic and Masterwork attachments that they have sub bonuses as well that will give boosts to things like ammo count, speed, damage, and more. You can see like here, hitting an enemy detonates a fire explosion, hitting enemy weak points instantly restores part of your shield, so you're doing a lot more dynamic and complex things with your abilities at these higher levels, and you have full access to a bunch of different support systems, so breaks you and all your allies free. You've got locks onto a target. One thing that was really important for me to find out when I was playing endgame content was how manageable is this solo versus how mandatory is it to play with a team. So that's something we're going to be exploring in future videos. Again, if there's anything specific you want to know or anything specific you want to see, let me know. I was luckily able to capture a bunch of hours of full max level Javelin gameplay across all the Javelin, so I'm super excited to share more with you. In the meantime, everybody, let me know what you think of these guys. Hopefully you're able to pause and see some cool stuff and what you can expect once you reach level 30. For now though, everybody, have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Drink some hot chocolate, and we will see you all later.